Alright, now that I have actually finished making Let's Play for Destroy Gems mod by MetherRussell, well, I am actually going to wrap it all up at once and make a review of it. So, and now this is probably a little better than my last review on Prophecy of the Ancients, because I've actually got a little bit more time, because YouTube actually allows us now to upload to up to 25 minutes, which is really awesome. I don't know why, but yeah, it's epic. I mean, thank you YouTube. Mostly you suck balls, but you do amaze me every now and then. Anyway, Destroy Gems by MetherRussell. Let's start reviewing it. First off, how it was to actually let's play it. Well, it's very good mod to make a let's play of, cause it's quite linear. There's not too much going on with the story. The atmosphere isn't that great in the mod, so it's easy to capture it. It's like bad when you're playing it, just playing it, but it's good when you're trying to make a let's play out of it, for people to understand, and not like it all wrapped up in the storyline and stuff. And yeah, it was a good mod to let's play. For example, when I was first making a let's play of the Basilisk Smile, which I by the way should review, but I have not been getting around to it yet. Yeah, the Basilisk Smile was kinda hard, because you could not capture the atmosphere as what it has when you're actually playing it all by yourself, and not like watching a video on YouTube when some crazy dude from Finland is talking bad English over it. Anyway, yeah, so the mod is very good to make a let's play of. And yeah, first off is the story of this mod, first actual aspect that I'm going to review. Well, the aspect of the sorry, my bad. The story of the mod is actually, it's very simple and usual. An evil wizard is trying to take over the world. The James bit was kind of like the James were not introduced that much, except for the fact that Dink was looking for them. But there wasn't too much about the James actually. But it was a nice add to actually why Dink would like start a guest instead of just going to kick some evil wizard's butt. The wizard was just introduced a little bit later in the storyline, but the storyline may be a very common one, but it actually MetherRussell made it funny by adding Dink joking about, is it another evil wizard, and the king is like, no, it's not an evil wizard, and then it turns out to be an evil wizard after all. So it's very funny. So it takes away from the feeling that, I know this story again, which is really, really great. But the storyline overall, I would not give it too much scores, but yeah, I'm not gonna give these aspect scores. I will just give a full score in the end of this review. Now the next thing that the next aspect I'm going to review is the map of this mod, which I always have trouble reviewing, because I may give them maps a little too much points, because I am not that good of a mapper myself. I always find it very tiresome and just can't bring myself around to mapping that much. It's a pain in the ass for me, and yeah, I just don't like it. So I can, if I see a very bad map, I know it's a very bad map. If I see a very good map, I will know it's a very good map. But for this mod and for most mods, I would say the map it's a decent one, just like I said in the Prophecy of the Ancients review. Because some people may say it's kinda empty and not that good at all, but then again, because I just said I'm not that good of a mapper and I find it tiresome, I may see it better than most people see it. So that's kinda hard for me to review it. But I would say it's a decent one. It's a decent map, and you will not have troubles with the map if you're not a nitpick or anything. Next aspect I'm going to review is the gameplay, and gameplay is actually it's very it doesn't focus too much on or that much on the story like most RPGs. It it kind of misses that bond between the story and the gameplay, which I liked in Prophecy of the Ancients, because for example, who the hell, I never found out who was that wizard guy. And spelling makes it even worse, cause the spelling ain't that good in this Dmod. Grammar ain't that good, so I find it, the gameplay is it focuses more on the gameplay than the story, which on the gameplay's part is good, but not on the story's part. And gameplay and story are always, you gotta look like, you can't just look at gameplay and storyline, but you gotta see the whole picture there, because they walk hand in hand, gameplay and storyline. So the gameplay in this one, I think it focused a little bit too much on the actual gameplay, but if I look it in only the aspect of the gameplay was very good. You can't go further before you before you complete a certain area for a reason or another, and then there's different kinds of puzzles in each area, and each area is by the visual aspects very different as well. So it's very very good from the gameplay part. But the thing I miss about this is the bond between story and gameplay. And as we are talking about gameplay, it is actually, as I said about spelling and grammar, I know it's Metrosel's first Dmod and he's not a native English speaker, at least I don't think he is, and he's improved much nowadays, and this Dmod you can just see he ain't that good. He wasn't that good a speller and wasn't that good with grammar in the past, so neither was I, so I'm not blaming him or anything, but just words of warning that there might be some things you don't understand right away, but it ain't too bad. It's the spelling ain't perfect, but it passes on along. You don't really mind about it, unless again if you're a nitpick. Music in this Dmod, well, it probably wasn't always very fitting for the areas or the scenes, but they weren't like perfect choices for the right parts. They should have probably been used in some different places, some of them, but the music alone was pretty awesome. One song stuck in my mind right now. It was in the volcano area, and it was really epic. But the music in this Dmod is very, very I don't know how to put it. It is good, but just for some parts it just doesn't really seem to fit. That's how I would say it. And I think I'm a big music fan. I listen to a lot of music, and I always pay attention to music in movies, in games, in TV shows, and that's one of the main things I like. I actually listen to the music sometimes more than I what's actually happening. And music is it's very creative. Music creates most of the atmosphere, and So when you notice it, that the music is creating atmosphere, you will realize, hey, this part ain't that good actually, but with music it's just epic. And yeah, this demod, it once again, the music and the gameplay, they need to have some sort of a bond, the music and what's happening on this actual game screen wise. There needs to be some kind of a connection and bond there, but in this demod I didn't always feel there was. But the music on its own was very, very great. Most of it. The graphics, well, I think there were a few new graphics in this one. Probably there was some, I can't really actually remember. There was those signs with gold on them or something, I don't know. I can't really remember at the moment. Most of the graphics were the same mold, Mike Snyder and Artisoft. But the old graphics at some points were used quite nicely actually. In the tax office, where there's on the wall there's the numbers and all. I don't really know what to call them. The gold things were used. The things that show you how much you have gold, those were used in the wall, and that was really, really creative. But it was mostly, the graphics, I don't really have much to say about them. Graphics were pretty good. Yeah, I'll just say pretty good. And yeah, overall the demod is, I would say you would want to play it through if you have played all the other demods on the site already and are looking at this and think, well, this doesn't seem like my kind of game. You should actually just check it, cause it may surprise you and it actually may entertain you and gives you a few hours of fun playing it, or maybe an hour, I don't know, if you're fast. Anyway, yeah. And if you are new to demod, playing this demod is pretty good. You may find it even hard. I know I did when I was a noob playing this, one of the first demods I ever played. And yeah, so it is a good choice if you're a newbie to demod playing. And the scores, I will probably give it somewhere around 6.5. I'll give it 6.5. It's like I haven't thought about this before or anything. I'm just kind of like doing this as I go, so I'll just give it 6.5 points because it is entertaining demod, at least gameplay wise. And yes, there's not if you don't like it, then you don't like it, but it's because I can't give it like more scores for some reason, because I don't feel like it's perfect. No, perfect is the wrong word. I don't feel like it's good enough for some more scores. When I was a noob, I was like thinking that, wow, this is a great demon and all. But now that I look at it, yeah, it's just, there's too much bad things about this demod. There's not. I may have mostly given this demod positive feedback in this review, but there's still a whole heap of stuff that I don't really like, and really just, yeah, you know what I mean. Obviously, because there's bad points in this demod, I just can't give it more, even though I would like to. And who should fit for? Who should actually? Well, like I said, if you are a noob or have nothing else to do anymore demod wise, then either go create your demod or download this demod, because yeah, it gives you the hour of fun, as I like to call it. And yes, that is my review on Get Ready James by Metal Russell. Once again, I shall thank him for creating this demod. Hopefully you shall thank him too, because demod is always a demod. Even if it was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then even still it is a demod, and it took at least some effort to make it, and it's all for your entertainment. So big thumbs up for Metal Russell for doing that, creating this demod. And this demod actually has a sigil, and I will probably not be making a let's play of it in quite some time, but maybe the time will come when I will make it, or then perhaps someone else will make it before me. In any case, I shall end this review now and see you in my next let's play, which hopefully will take place soon.